From failures to belief. Oprah, Cailtin Clark share stories at Mass Women's Conference. Oprah Winfrey doesn't get imposter syndrome, but as she looked out over the crowd of more than 11,000 people, mostly women, in Boston on Thursday, she said she doesn't think they should either. The reason why I have never felt like an imposter is because I am so spiritually grounded. My being here is no accident, she said. Her mother and father never got married and only had sex one time, which led to her, she told the crowd. For years, I was called the bastard kid, illegitimate kid. People tried to make me feel like I definitely did not belong. But my spiritual reckoning allowed me to see that I come from something greater than myself, she said. Winfrey, her best friend and co-host of CBS Mornings, Gayle King, Massachusetts Gov. Maura Healey, Gail Devers, Beverly Johnson and Cailtin Clark were all keynote speakers at the Massachusetts Conference for Women held on Thursday at the Boston Convention and Exhibition Center. It was the 20th anniversary of the event. The theme was Power in Unity. Keynote speakers talked about relationship building in the workplace, what it means to be a team, and how their failures led to where they are today. There were also many sessions from other women leaders in Massachusetts, including those on work-life balance, supporting caregivers in the workplace, and effectively managing hybrid teams. Gloria Larson, Massachusetts Conference for Women Board President, said she wanted people to leave with new information they can take back to their workplaces and to feel inspired in their careers. We want people to have the best experience possible while they're here, she said. I call it a spa day for professional women, because it feels like that for me too. Getting Winfrey, Clark and others as keynote speakers for their 20th anniversary was a home run, Larson said. Winfrey encouraged the people in the room that they should look to only receive validation from themselves, not the world, and to trust your gut. The reason why you are born is because you have something that nobody else has to share, and you can do that in a way that nobody else can. A lot of times people are looking for this big grand idea of what your purpose is. Your purpose isn't out there. Your purpose is always right here. It's right here, she said. Mistakes can also push you forward, Clark, a professional basketball player, said Thursday. She recalled her sophomore year at Iowa when her team unexpectedly lost to a team ranked much lower, but she firmly believes they wouldn't have made it as far the next couple of years if they hadn't have lost and found that power. The sun comes up the next day, her mom reminded her after the loss. And it did, as the team made it to finals both years. Plus, Clark became the leading all-time scorer in NCAA Division I history and broke audience records. During the tournament, a record 14.2 million people tuned in to watch Iowa's win over UConn, according to the Associated Press. She talked about other times she failed as she often played sports against boys growing up or girls who were older than her. She said it was important that her parents let her fail and that it helped build up her confidence. She said she sees confidence as the biggest thing young girls struggle with, and it can continue into adulthood. People would kill to be a professional basketball player, she recognized. But there are people who would kill to have the jobs many in the audience have too, she said. Remind yourself how lucky you are, she encouraged. That usually puts a smile on my face, she said. A 20-year difference. In the first year of the women's conference, there were 2,500 attendees. Although it's less than a quarter of the attendees now, we were thrilled, Larson said. It showed the need for a conference like this, she said, and it continued to grow. Over the years, she's seen changes in what women want, and the conference has changed with them. Early on, it had much more to do with how do I develop and retain my career skills and move up the ladder, the proverbial career ladder. And these days, I think, especially with Generation Z, that we're seeing women who were interested to have a more scattershot plotline, perhaps in their career, that they're willing if a place they're working isn't giving them the satisfaction level or helping to promote them and offer them the skills they need to succeed, that they might be willing to transfer to other places in ways that they didn't before, Larson said.